Today I'm going to be showing you 3 different ways to make your own photography zine for a very little amount of money. The first way is using a company called Createspace. They're a print-on-demand service, which means they only print the book once someone has ordered a copy. Because of this, the price per book is significantly lower than it would be if you just ordered one copy from a professional printer. I've used Createspace now to make my last 2 books and I couldn't have been happier. So the first thing you need to do is obviously have an idea or at least some sort of content to put in your book. Now, even though it doesn't matter and you can put whatever you want in there, I definitely recommend you have at least a basic theme or body of work. After this, you need to create 2 PDF files, the first of which should be both the front and back cover together, and the second one needs to be the internal pages. I used Adobe InDesign to create both the files, and if you don't have it, don't worry because there are plenty of alternatives, and if you go to a school or university, I'm sure they have access to it. I also know a lot of libraries now have the Adobe suite, so I'd made sure to check that. You need to set the page size to A5, and I'd recommend you have no less than 20 pages because you don't want the final book to be too thin. Once you've created the files, you need to go to the Createspace website and make an account. After you've set up your account, click on Add New Title. Here, type in the name of your book, select paperback and then click on Guided Setup. Once that's loaded, fill in the necessary details and then click Assign a free ISBN. Here you can customize the size of your book and whether or not you want it to be printed in colour. After you've set that, you need to upload the interior PDF file you've created. Once it's finished uploading and you've reviewed the file, pick a finish for the book and upload the cover PDF. Once this is done, you could submit the book for review, which shouldn't take more than 24 hours. When your book is approved, you need to proof it. After this, you can either order a copy directly from Createspace, which might take a few weeks to arrive, or you can publish it on Amazon. The benefit to publishing it on Amazon is it gives people a trusted source to purchase your book from. It also only takes a day to appear there, so you can order a copy on Amazon that will arrive sooner than one through Createspace directly would. To do this, you need to select the channels for it to be distributed on. I recommend only setting Amazon.com and Amazon EU, as the other channels will drive up the minimum price you can set your book at. If you're looking to get a book only for yourself, set the price at the minimum possible. This will usually be no more than £5 and it's a great deal. If you want to sell your book to a few people, you can set the price a little higher and Createspace will pay you the profits at the end of the next month. If you're expecting quite a large amount of people to buy your book, I wouldn't recommend you use Createspace. This brings me to the next way to make a zine, which is getting it professionally printed. Using a printing company isn't really something that's necessary unless you know you're going to sell something like 50 plus books. The reason for this is the more books you order, the cheaper it costs to print per book. For example, getting one book printed might cost £15, whilst getting 50 books printed might cost £200, which equates to only £4 per book. Most professional printing companies will work with you whilst creating your book, and they offer a much wider range of layouts, papers and styles, so there are multiple benefits. I recommend getting in contact with one, as they'll usually give you a direct quote and talk you through the whole process. Finally, there's the polar opposite approach to all of this, and that is DIY. Create your own zine yourself. I really like this method as it's the most personal. There's nothing better than hand-making something and being proud of what you've made. The same goes for when you buy a handmade product. It's really nice knowing how much effort has gone into making it, and each product is slightly unique. You get creative freedom, and whilst it's not the most cost-effective and easiest approach, it's certainly my favourite. Photography is an art, so why not put as much effort into displaying the photos as you do taking them? Thanks for watching Authentic Aesthetic. Bye!